This is the Disney Lorcana Shimmering Skies Trove. I want to find legendary Clarabelle and Enchanted Clarabelle. These are incredibly hard to find. It's a 1 in 96 pack chance. If I don't find them, I'm gonna have to sell this entire set just to get enough money to hopefully be able to buy more and keep on the hunt. So let's really hope that we can find them today. So first off, we have our storage box. On the side of it, it has Donald, it has Maui, we have Vanellope Von Schweetz, and we have Kronk. The Kronk probably is one of my favorites. The Kronk and the Donald are my favorite. I love the Kronk because he is Professor Kronk. He looks awesome here. Just the vibes of him. Who doesn't love Kronk? And then the Donald, I don't know why. I'm not a Donald fan, but I'm not the biggest Donald fan, but for some reason, Donald here about to start a food fight, that's just too fun. I love it. I love the storage boxes. I feel like they are good quality. Great way to hold a lot of cards, a lot more room than what comes in the Trove, so you can keep adding to it as you keep building your decks. So great way to go, plus it's Lorcana themed, so it just kind of adds to it a lot more than going with the plain storage box. All right, when we open it up, we have in here, we have our dividers. Let's go ahead and look at those. Extra sticky tape. All right, we have our dividers. Let's look at them. We got, oh, these ones are different. Okay, so we just have color dividers in this Trove. So we got orange, we have red, purple, blue, green, and gray. Awesome fun. The dividers are great. They're pretty sturdy, have a good thickness to them. Cardboard, you know, they're great. I haven't had any issues with them. They fit nicely in the box, so that is a really nice thing. They do have all of the different symbols on them, which is very fun. We have our dice. Oh, I love these dice. I have to open them and show you. Okay, check these dice out. I don't know how well it's coming through, but they are shimmery. They're glittery, which is perfect for shimmering skies, right? They're really pretty. I love the clear glitter with the purple. That is so fun. All right, the next thing we have is our counter. Very fun. It has the purple and the blue on it, and on the back side we got some other colors, which is great. Very fun. Very basic, you know, just an easy way to count, very easy way to track, which is great. Love that. Always more fun to have these, but if you don't, it's okay. You can go the other way as well with the pop-out ones that come in a lot of your starter decks and stuff. All right, time to get to the best part. This is time for our booster packs. We have all of these greatness. Our booster packs include Vanellope, Donald, Maui, and let's see if I have one. No Kronk this time. No Kronk on the front of the booster pack. That's okay. That's okay, because I'll probably find a Kronk in the thing, right? Good vibes, good vibes. We're going to shuffle these up. Hope we get some good things going. Looks like we are going to start going through it. I am looking for 2 cards, Enchanted Clarabelle and Legendary Clarabelle. I love Clarabelle. If you've ever been to the Disney parks and have seen her in a parade, especially the Christmas time, homegirl slays. So who doesn't want Clarabelle cards, right? All right, Donald, let's see it. Here we go, first pack. All right. We got Merlin, oh, just a cute little turtle. He does kind of blend in a little. The artwork's not bad. His purple that they have him in with the pinks behind does blend a little, but it's still pretty cute. Pretty cute little guy, little old guy. I wonder how old he is. We have Zazu. This is fun. Zazu really pops on this card. I really like the lightness that they added with his feathers to the dark background. In the back here, really small, you can see Pride Rock, which is awesome. That's cool, very fun. We have Rance's Flugger Butter. I love the Wreck-It Ralph movies. I think they are so fun, super clever. I love playing video games, especially going to classic arcades, playing all of those. So the way that they thought about these characters and designed them was so fun. Although I don't think I would want Rances's car. I think I would choose someone else's, just saying. Kenai! Oh, that's so fun. I remember first time when the movie came out, I remember going to Disneyland, to the Grand California, and doing the breakfast there. And it had the Brother Bear characters come out, which was so fun. I love it. I love the Northern Lights. I haven't seen them yet, but I really want to one day. For now, I will just vicariously live through this Lorcana card to get to those Northern Lights. Happy. Ooh, Happy's got some armor too. That is so fun. I love it. I love that they found one to fit on his head in the same shape as his hat. That is so clever. Very fun artwork. And the fact that it is happy, being happy in the middle of what does not look like a happy scenario. That's awesome. Prince John. Oh boy, Prince John. You know, he is here called the Optimistic Briber. Whether he's a briber or if he's just dumb and have everyone else do his dirty work, you tell me. Very fun though how they do have him on the other side of the rope for not being on the list, because nobody wants to invite Prince John to their party. That's just asking for a baby to come when it's an adult-only party. We got the Emerald Chromicon. This is a cool looking card. It really reminds me of the Lucky Dime card in the Azurite Sea Trove. Very similar vibes. With the artwork, it has the swirling colors surrounding it really make it pop, which is fun. I like the way they use the light and the dark colors. That's cool. That's a super fun card. I am definitely excited to find out how much it is worth. Tipo! Oh, I love Emperor's New Groove, and especially if you've watched not just the movie, but the Emperor's New Groove, the series, you get a lot more of Tipo in it. That is so fun. He is such a cute little guy. Spunky just like his sister. This is a fun card for measuring again. Growing Sun. That's awesome. Scar. Scar is so fun for how dark he is and how relatable he is as an adult, right? He's surrounded by idiots. In this one, he's the betrayer. Okay, hold up. I'm not saying Scar's relatable as a betrayer, but the feeling surrounded by idiots, which led to him betraying, I can see that. I can relate to that a little. So very fun card. I like how the bottom half of the card is lighter, but up near where his eyes are is dark. It really adds that luminous kind of dark spirit around him, which is fun, really adds to the character. All right, we have our first rare card, Bonsai. The hyenas are so fun. They are as cronies can get to Scar, just so loyal to him for the most part. They do get at least some food from him and stuff, so that's good. They get his protection. They also kind of protect him up until the end there. And so that is super fun to get Bonsai. I'm also like Bonsai. I won't turn down food. Always ready to eat. We got plate armor. This one's fun. I wonder what character this would fit, because this plate armor has a big body and a little head. Seems like this plate armor would fit Little John, you know, kind of bigger body, little head. I could see him protected up in there, not that he needs it. Super fun though, a rare card. Never a bad thing to find those. And he got the foil Sugar Rush Speedway. Is it Clarabelle? No. We still have 7 more packs to go to for that. But for a foil card, this is a really cool location. I love how they have all the fireworks going, the bright start, the use of the colors up in the stands and stuff. And then if you look really close, you can actually see right here our vehicles, which is fun on the start. I feel like that would be a really fun racetrack to drive. It gives me Rainbow Road vibes with a couple other Mario Kart vibes, but Disney theme, which is way fun. And it's sugar, it's candy. That's what I live off of. So I would probably love to race here. That's awesome. Up next, we have our Maui pack. Maui, I'm hoping you are going to give me something good, and I promise I will say thank you to you so you can say you're welcome when I find either Legendary or Enchanted Clarabelle. If for somehow magic in the universe, Maui gives me both, I will lose it. So, Maui, help a sister out. Here we go. We have Snow on a Rainbow. That's fun. We have the Flugger Bottom from earlier. Now we have this one. Her car does not seem as much fun to drive. However, if it does come with that much shaved ice while driving, I could use that as a little snack, a little sugar boost, and sugar rush never hurt. Vanellope Von Schweetz. This is awesome. I love it. I do not like candy corn though, so I am judging her car, but is the candy mechanic. So very clever to have as the candy mechanic on a candy corn car. That is super fun. And I love the outfit of hers coordinating with the car. I think they tied it in really well. I think the artwork on her jumpsuit here going up the way it fades just like candy corn. That's cool. Very fun card. Archimedes. Oh man, does he look like he's in trouble. He is the exasperated owl. I mean, look at that. He even got gray up here. This one he just needs a rest. He just needs a day off or a lifetime off for the rest just to retire. I mean, even here, he looks like he is in some trouble. What is Merlin up to? What is going on with those potions and those fireworks behind him? We got Fauna. I love this. This is so fun. I love how the green is tied in with her. I always enjoy when they can do that with the characters and get those going. I think it's fun. The green and the pink, it really makes her pop. The eyes kind of almost divide in going to the cake and to her at the same time, but she's definitely not lost in the background, so that's really cool. Ever as Before. You know, a lot of people talk about the Beast being handsome once he transforms. I don't know about that. I'm just saying, maybe a conflicted opinion here, but I'm gonna go with that. I do think it's fun though that they did tie the blues in for surrounding them. Although, let's find out though, real question. Is Belle actually in love with Beast or is it Stockholm Syndrome? We have Sneezy. This is so fun. In the last deck, we found Happy. Now we have Sneezy. He is the noisy knight. He is one I would not want to bring on stealth missions. Can somebody just give this guy some allergy medicine? We have Taffeta. Taffeta Mutton Fudge. You know, I grew up with some people that remind me of Taffeta. A little mean, a little rude, and her fate almost happening to her, I don't feel too bad about. Although I will say I do like in her card that it is that watermelon theme. Watermelon is one of my favorite fruits, so I guess I'll give her a little bit there. However, she is the sour speedster, and that fits Taffeta so much. Finders Keepers. Now this is a fun card. We have Iago here with the lamp, and then what's really fun is right over here, kind of in the shadows hidden, you can see the outline of Jafar, which is really fun, his shadow there. I really like how mischievous Iago looks in this, that he has the lamp, that it is glowing around him, so that's a really fun card. Seven Dwarfs Mine. That's fun, although I will say this one it's the Secure Fortress, so it is a lot darker than you think. When I think of the Seven Dwarfs Mine, I just think of the first time we get introduced to them, and when they're mining, it is just glowing and glittering and shining with diamonds, so to see it portrayed this way is such a different perspective. Really unique, really fun. All right, our first Rare card, we have Magica Dispel. She is the cruel sorceress. What's really fun on this one is her shadow in the background. If you've watched DuckTales, especially the newer DuckTales, you see that shadow pop up in a lot of places. And so really fun the way they incorporated it into the card. It gets the eyes glowing just right, and the eyes glowing matches with everything around. So that one's a really fun find. We got Doc. We are just collecting all the 7 dwarfs, aren't we? Very fun to have him. He is our bold knight. He is our leader. He is ready to go. Does he know what he's doing? Possibly not, but he sure seems ready and like he wants to be. So that is fun. I do like the armor. I do appreciate on all of these 7 dwarfs that the armored hats actually are in the shape of their normal caps too. I think that's such a fun detail. Very cool to keep that going through this artwork. And our last card is not a Clarabelle. It is a Potion of Might. It is fun. In all honesty, though, the artwork is a little underwhelming. It's not terrible, but the colors and everything else, I am a little disappointed. Not my favorite foil. It's not a terrible foil, just not my favorite one. Was really hoping for Clarabelle, didn't get Clarabelle. I do still have 6 more packs to open. Hopefully I can find her in one of those. In the meantime, though, I will just add this to my foiled collection. We have 6 more packs left. I am still looking for a legendary and an enchanted Clarabelle. We're gonna open this Donald pack. He failed me in the first one with not having them. I'm hoping he has them in this one. Whew, here we go. All right, good vibes, good vibes. We got the Potion of Might. That's funny because our last pack, the foil was Potion of Might. Now I have it in the regular. I do always appreciate when I can get both card types, if not all the card types for it. So that is at least a nice thing about this one. We have Lilo. Oh, I am here on the Lilo train. I love Lilo and Stitch. I am very interested to see how that live action turns out. I think this one is a fun card, her junior cake decorator. If you actually look really closely here, the cake even has little arms in it, which is hilarious. Very fun. She looks very happy. There's birthday balloons in the background. This is a party I definitely want to attend. Earth Giant. This is a very fun, cool card. It has a lot of darkness in it, so you have to look pretty close to see the details of the card. Like we have moss growing on our Earth Giant up here to see all the cracks and everything else to form, however, as one piece. That is a very fun, very cool card. I like that they did add pops of color, but they are toned down, so it does make it a darker card. Still very fun though. We have Ulf. Oh, that is cute. It is the mime who is from Tangled, I believe, and this is hilarious. It just, the amount of time probably to put on this makeup every day and to wash it off is time that I do not have and would spend elsewhere, but this mime is committed. Here for the act. I love the gloves. Very fun. This is Vision of the Future. Now, this is a hilarious card. I love what is on the head of Merlin. It is hilarious. Just looks like he has a third giant eye, though. Searching, searching, and searching. Hey Hey. I love the colors of Hey Hey. The way they animated him is so fun. This card especially because he has such a dark background that he really pops out even with that coconut around him. He is the protective rooster. He is here for it. I love it so much. This is a very fun, very cool card. I really appreciate the artwork and thought into it. Glimmer versus Glimmer. Wow, now that is a card. They sure made Hercules look as handsome, heroic as they could. They have Hades here in all of his feisty might. That is very fun. There's a lot going on in this card, a lot of color, a lot of detail. That is really cool. Magical Aid. I know the highlight of this card is Aladdin, but I instantly go to Genie. Genie is truly that coach in your corner. He is your best pal, your best friend. He is boosting up Aladdin here. Aladdin looks mischievous with his smile. Genie's just here to bolster up Aladdin. I love it. Genie, come be in my corner any day. We have the Steel Chromicon. This one's very fun too. All of these give me the same vibes we found previously on a different trove. I have the Lucky Dime. In our last deck, we found a different similar card. Now we have the Steel Chromicon. So very fun to get all of these. This one looks like it is surrounded by swords and everything. It's strong in will, strong in battle. So that's really cool. Very fun item to add to the collection. Now we have Shenzi. This is so fun. We are collecting now. It looks like the hyenas from Scar. I do appreciate having a different hyena on this deck that I haven't gotten yet. This is the head hyena. It is a rare card. She does blend in a little, all of the green in there, but I do like that they do have props of color, that pink and purple in the background to do like help her pop a little. Very fun though. We have Yzma! Oh, I love Yzma. Just like Prince John, Yzma is not on the list all over. However, I think she would be a lot scarier to see her reaction of being told she is not on the list and what she could possibly do. Whereas Prince John, I could see just going, sitting in a corner and crying. So very fun though. I do like the thought behind it. I like that it is magic kind of holding them back. So that is very fun. And we got the Sheriff of Nottingham. This is a very fun foil. It is not the Clarabelle that we are searching for. However, the colors in this with the foil really do make it pop. We have all of his bright colors that already he wears, but then he's surrounded by more flags, all the gold. Really just add a lot of light to the card for such an evil guy. I do like that he's inspecting his gold here, his jewelries, his treasures, his stolen goods, so that is very fun. We have not found yet the legendary or enchanted Clarabelle. We have 5 more packs to go through. I really hope we can find it. I don't want to sell all of this off to have to keep searching. It would be much easier to be able to have all of it and be able to find it today. Plus, that would just be the cherry on top, right? So, we're going to help Vanellope Von Schweetz here is ready to help us out. Let's find it. Legendary and enchanted Clarabelle. All right, here we go. We have a Taffeta Mutton Fudge. Now this one is a different Taffeta Mutton Fudge than what we found earlier. Now this one is the crowd favorite. It is very fun. She looks like she is heading towards her car, ready to race. She's the crowd favorite as we see until later it becomes Vanellope Von Schweetz, which is awesome. I love the colors. One of my favorite things about Wreck-It Ralph is all of the colors in the movie. I really appreciate how they translated that into the cards. We have Took, the Northern Moose. This poor guy looks like he is wrapped up into no good. Literally like he is stuck. He just wants a snack, but he's tied up, as he says. I don't blame him. That's how I feel sometimes at work. Tied up, but I just want to leave and get a snacky, right? Right? He does blend in a little because it does have some dark colors. However, it is very clear. You can see that he's tied up. So that is nice to kind of figure out what's going on with him. We have Maleficent. Now this is a different Maleficent than the Maleficents I have gathered so far. This one doesn't really highlight her colors as much. It keeps her more dark and mysterious. In other Maleficents I've seen where they've really had the purple and green of her pop, and this one it has the purple and green The purple's really more like super dark that you almost can't tell it's purple. On the row part where the black and then the other purple, you can tell it's purple. It's just a very dark purple. The green is very subtle, and so keeps it more dark, keeps it more luminous, except for her background is very bright. Very interesting artwork. We have a Robin Hood. Now, this is a very fun one. The card in the back is very dark, but Robin Hood pops so much with all of his light colors that it kind of makes the background pop a little too, which is fun. If you look closely, we actually do see he is at the archery, because this is a Robin Hood archery contestant. So you can see a contestant right here. You can see the targets in the background there. That is very fun, very cool details. Because Robin Hood pops so much, you really have to pay attention to the rest, because the eye-catching part is Robin Hood. So very cool how they did that. Really like that artwork. We have King Candy. King Candy here, the Sovereign of Sugar, the villain that he is. He is sitting along his throne. Looks like he doesn't have a care in the world, just waiting till the next race. I wonder how he fills his time when he's not racing, when everything else was going fine, because there's only so much candy a person can eat, right? We have the Shield of Arendelle. Now, this is a fun card. It does have the Arendelle colors behind it, kind of blends in the background, but it pops. The shield is a little shadowed, little hidden, so you do have to take a closer look at the card. It doesn't look like it's a massive shield, but I bet it's still heavy to hold. We have another Scar. We did pull this Scar already, so we do still have him. I do still like the way they use the lighter part and the darker part of light within the card and in the colors to really give that ominous feeling to him. Archimedes. Now, this is a different one than the one we saw earlier. This is him as an electrified owl. So very fun to see him in a different perspective here. He sure does look electric going through his whole body. With that, it kind of even gives you off in the eyes a little too, which is a very fun depiction of him. Very fun card to find. Maid Marian. Now, this is her. Looks like she is the lady of the lists. She is the reason everyone else is not on the list. I am here for it. I support her. Very fun card. I do like how wistful feeling it is. I think a part of that is the use of light in the card and the light colors that they use surrounding for the flags and everything. Just give it a very light, very fun feeling to it, especially with her headdress as well. So that's a very fun, very cute card. All right, we have Pride Lands. Wow, this is a gorgeous, rare card. It has a lot of colors. This is the Jungle Oasis. Can you say Hakuna Matata? And say it again and again, because that is what this card is giving off. Very fun, very pretty, doesn't need a care in the world. That's awesome. I would love to come vacation here. We have the Queen. This one is fun. It's fairest of all. It's a very dark card. Really hard to tell. You can see that she's in the mirror here. This is where she is for looking in the mirror. It has a lot of those gold and those purple colors. Very dark. You can see her face clearly, which is nice because you can see that they have captured in the face just kind of the evil in her. So very fun, very dark card. Not a legendary Clarabelle, so that will have to continue. Let's hope this next card is an enchanted card. It is not. We have the foil Anna. It is the eager acolyte, although she does look like she is getting up to some stuff. We have a feather, we have a comb, we have a book surrounding her. I do appreciate the purple colors in the background. Those are very fun. It ties in with her dress, which is cool. However, it is not the Clarabelle we are looking for. So it's another foil to add to the collection. The hunt will continue. I really hope that we can find a legendary Clarabelle and an enchanted Clarabelle. We have 4 decks left. Please be in them. We have 4 decks left. I'm still looking for a legendary Clarabelle or an enchanted Clarabelle. We're gonna open this Donald deck. Hope that it's in here, at least one of them. Donald, good vibes, good vibes. Please be in this deck. All right, we got Pete. Oh boy, Pete the Pastry Chomper. If that isn't Pete, I don't know what is. I've been watching Goof Troop lately, and this is just on point with Pete. This is a very fun card. I love what he's surrounded by. I like that. Looks like he's eating some blueberries, which is kind of fun with his blue overalls and everything that he wears. Looks delicious. You know, I probably would jump in there with him. We have Gazelle. This is very fun. She is in her pop star era. I have pulled some other Gazelles in some other sets, the Azurite Sea specific. And so to pull her in a Shimmering Skies is very fun. I do like all the Zootopia vibes that they have going on. I hope to visit Zootopia one day in the Disney parks because that would just be awesome. We have Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. Now, this is a dark, kind of mysterious card, which is really fun in this aspect because you can see Merlin is in there. He kind of blends in with all of the dark colors surrounding him. However, I do like that it is the purple colors in there that are a little lighter, mixed with the lighter yellows and stuff that do still bring some light into the card. So it doesn't quite give you dark, like villain vibes. Very much, though, dark and curious, mysterious vibes. Hypnotic Deduction. This is a very fun card. I have gotten him in some other hypnotic states, and so to have him in this one is very fun. It's not my favorite card, just because I do feel like I keep kind of seeing him portrayed the same different ways, but it is going how it's going. But it is part of the card. They do a good job on pulling the greens in to match with him and then getting his eyes in that hypnotic state. This is awesome. This is Merlin back from the Bermuda. This looks like Merlin went to Pride, and I am here for it. I love it. He had a solid vacation. Next time I hope he takes me along because I want to return from vacation this happy and looking like this rejuvenated. I usually come back from vacation looking dead tired and exhausted and need a vacation to recover from the vacation. We got Dopey! That's awesome. The way Dopey's helmet is, it makes it look like he has a full head of hair, which is hilarious. It definitely is just the helmet, but the way it sets up looks like he just came back from the salon, got his hair perfectly trimmed, perfectly straightened, so that's hilarious. Very fun card. He is the Knight Apprentice. Looks like he is barely able to hold that sword on his back. I bet you he might not be able to wield it on the front side, but at least he's carrying it and he's trying to keep along. So very cute card, very fun. King Candy. This is a creepy, fun card. It's very fun because it does have the light colors of Wreck-It Ralph. However, it has King Candy with the creepiest smile on his face. When he turns into one of these Zybugs, it just becomes so much more menacing, so much more scary. They did a really good job on imagining that and then adding it into this card here. He kind of gives me Easter egg vibes, which is funny, with the body of the Zybog that he has turned into. So very fun, creepy card. We have Little John. Oh, this is such a cute card. Little John in just his little camp cook state. He's got everything organized. He's got his big pot there. It looks delicious. I would love to join in, pull up a barrel, and eat whatever Little John is cooking up because I'm sure it is delicious. Such a fun card. I really love the artwork, and I really love the warmth that this card brings. So that's awesome. We have another Pete. Oh, fun. I want to know if everyone's actually a fan of Pete. I appreciate the card, But Pete is a no-go guy in my book. He doesn't help out. He's just mean and selfish, and I hope that I don't turn out to be like Pete in my life as I get old. Very fun though. He is a games referee, which I feel like would be a crooked referee, not the kind that you really want watching your game. Unless he bet on you, then sure, he could be my referee all day long. All right, we have a rare card. This is Prince John's Mirror. Very fun because you don't actually see Prince John, you just see his reflection, and it has that menacing grin on it. And so in this case, it's very fun the way they used the lighting in it. The surrounding is dark. We can see his hand holding the mirror, and then you just see his reflection in the mirror, which is light and everything, but it is that little bit, because it's a reflection and stuff, it's a little bit dimmed, so it's not as bright. Very fun. I like the way they use the lighting on the card. We have Princess Anna. Now this is a cool card because if you look and see if the camera catches it, Princess Anna herself is actually shiny, and then the rest of the card, like it has a gloss on it, and then the rest of the card is matte. That is super fun how they did that. I think it just elevates the card a lot more. It is a legendary card, which is fantastic. It is not the legendary Clarabelle I'm going for. However, I am still excited to pull this. I do also like, can we just mention, the plants on the side look kind of wild, but tame and pretty at the same time, which just elevates it more. It's a very fun card. Very excited to still pull this, even if it's not Clarabelle. And we have the Medal of Heroes. This is a fun foil card. It has the, as you can see, the Medal of Heroes straight in the center, all the blues surrounding it. It is not the legendary or enchanted Clarabelle, so I am a little bummed there, but still fun to see the Medal of Heroes. Still a fan of Wreck-It Ralph, so excited to add this to the Wreck-It Ralph collection. We have 3 packs left, still looking for legendary and enchanted Clarabelle. I really, really hope I can find it. Let's go ahead and let's just do it with these 3 packs. Let's hope Maui has some good luck for me. We got Simba! That's fun. This is my first Simba pull. He is a very cute, ready to be king, adventurous successor. I really like the sky behind him, the blues and pinks swirling in there. Very fun, very cool card. Who doesn't love Simba? Healing Touch. Now this is a cool card. We have Grand Pappy in the background, like you can't really see him, you just see his hand, giving little Anna that healing touch on the back with the magic surrounding it. Very fun card, very cool. It says the heart is not so easily changed, but the head can be persuaded. White Rabbit, that's awesome. The Royal Herald. Poor White Rabbit, this man just needs some anxiety medicine. He needs like a forever vacation. Just tries to be such a hard worker, just so stressed out. I love how much he pops in this card though. The way that his color scale is with the grays, and then that they have the red, the blue, and the white in there, and then the background being completely different colors really makes him stand out. Very fun. I really like the artist's work on this one. Merryweather, that's awesome. She does pop. She is right there with blue surrounding her, blue thorns and everything. She looks determined. She is on a mission. She is the good fairy. I do say I wish she popped a little bit more. However, I do appreciate that they did capture her floating in the air as fairies do, and that she is determined. Her wand does blend in a little. Would have been a little bit more fun to see that pop. Still a very fun card. We have the Medal of Heroes. So if you've been following along, you saw that I have pulled a foil Medal of Heroes. We now have the regular card of it. As I've said before, it's very fun to have both of the versions, you know, to have a foil and the regular, or if you can have all of them with an enchanted in there too. So fun to pull. Not a bad card, not much going on, just straightforward. We have a Royal Guard, the Bovine Protector, the one that just wants to go home. I love this card. The scene in the movie is hilarious, and so fun to have him in this aspect here. Poor Yzma's mistake. I really hope she was able to turn him back later on, because that would be quite the surprise to see your significant other coming home and all of a sudden they're a cow. So that is awesome. Very fun pull. All right, we have Sven. Oh, I love the vibes of this card. He is just so happy here. I love how much he has going for him in the background. It looks like quite the fun festival that they really pulled in all of the Frozen vibes for this one for when it is light and hearted. And so looks like he just doesn't have a care in the world. Get this man a carrot. This is awesome. All right, we have the Emerald Chromicon. I have pulled this one before. It's fun to pull it again. I really still like the colors. I really like the faint tips of the purple and the pink in it. Just kind of adds a little extra pop for the eye catching. We have another Tipo. I have pulled him before. I pulled him in I believe my first of this Trove set, and so fun to have him again to help him. Hopefully, it looks like he hasn't grown since I last pulled him. Hopefully by now he has grown though. We have Don't Let the Frostbite Bite. Now this is a rare card. I will say it is cute. They just want to call it a night. It looks like it shows off the friendship. However, I will say that it's a little dark on the top. I can get the aspect that they're kind of going by that lantern, kind of getting the fire glowing, but it is a little dark. The animation, the artwork isn't my quite favorite. It's always interesting when you have an animated movie and then you see the stills that they don't look the same. I will say the facial features aren't quite right, but they are pretty close. So very fun. Hopefully I still can pull a Clarabelle next. No, it is a Chicha. She is here. It is kind of fun. If you look closely at the card, in the doorway here is actually the outline of a llama. And so it's fun to see that, and looks like a little subtle clue there. She is the dedicated mother. I think she's an awesome mother. I love the playfulness that she has with the kiddos, her little sarcastic bits. Very fun. She is very pregnant, and so the fact that she has all the energy to keep up with those two very busy, very energetic kids while being that pregnant is very impressive. Very fun card. Oh, it is not a Clarabelle. It is the King of Hearts foil. It's not a Clarabelle. It is in either form, but it is still a very fun foil card. I do like how they have the green popping in the background, which just makes him actually even pop even more. I know that might not make sense, but it makes sense. Looks like he is leading all of the cards, which is very fun. Just a cute little king. I really am curious how he spends his day, because we know the Queen of Hearts is running that kingdom, running that castle. And so fun to see him in the card, fun to see him in this foil version. Did not find the Clarabelle yet. I will find her. I'm putting it out into the universe. I have 2 packs left. They are both Vanellope Von Schweetz on the front. I don't know what kind of good juju vibes those are, but I do like Vanellope. So hopefully I can find Legendary or Enchanted Clarabelle in both of these packs. Second to last pack. I'm going to open it up. I really hope I can find it. All right. We got a Zazu. I have pulled the Zazu before. Again, I really like how much he pops in the scenery. The artwork is fun. The little King of Pride Rock, the little Pride Rock back there is great. The little Pride Rock back there is great too. We have another Rancis Fluggerbutter. This is very much giving me so far, these 2 pulls, the same vibes as my first set that I opened, so I kind of hope I have some different ones than I got collected so far. Another Vanellope von Schweetz. This really is giving me some vibes of cards I have pulled already. Hopefully that just means that it will end on a big note of me finding the Clarabelle. Again, this is that Vanellope with the candy corn. Not a fan of candy corn, but a fan of how they did the artwork and her suit her mechanic suit to match the car, and everything is fun. All right, we have our first new card for this deck pull and for this trove. It is the Cogsworth card. He looks so happy here. He is the Illuminary Watchman. I love the royal attire that he is in here, and how it is hilarious that he's a watch staring at a watch. Kind of feels funny and everything, but that watch that he's staring at's not alive. There's like a whole lot going on here. Very fun though. I like the pinks and purples surrounding him. I do think it makes him pop a little bit more. We have another King Candy. This deck is definitely giving me all of the Sugar Rush vibes. Now that this is our third Wreck-It Ralph pull from this deck. Kind of fun. He is sitting there menacingly just chewing on some candy, as the man does, and what he lives and breathes off of. One thing that you can note is into the background here, looks like he does look out into his land some, which is like a fun little detail. You do have to inspect the card closely for that. We have the Shield of Arendelle. We have pulled this one as well. I do appreciate the flower on the front. I think it is subtle in the sense that it is not like overly bright, especially because the whole card isn't overly bright. So I do like how they did the shadowing on that and stuff. Very fun, nice little touch. We have Merlin's Carpet Bag. This is the second new card out of all of the cards we've pulled in this deck so far. This is a very fun one. It definitely is like Mary Poppins' carpet bag. I'm curious when carpet bags went away. Looks like they would be something that would be handy if you ever need to bring everything with you at once. Looks like his is mainly full of books, potions, all of that, which we know of with his tea and with his chair. He comes prepared. It doesn't matter what line he needs to wait in or however many hours he needs to pass. This man comes prepared and is ready for anything. We have Taffeta Mutton Fudge, the Sour Speedster. Now, I will say, I feel like Taffeta is more sour than Sour Bill. What do you think? Do you agree? Leave a thing in the comments below telling me if you think Sour Bill or Taffeta Mutton Fudge, the Sour Speedster, is more sour. All right, we have the Library, a gift for Belle. Now, this is another new pull for me. It is very fun. There are so many books in this library. I want to know how many hours or days and minutes it would take to actually read every single book in this library. Do we think Belle is a speed reader or not? I know her little library, she had very few choices to select from and just read a lot of the same things, which I'm sure sped up her reading. So it'd be very fun to see the calculations of all of that. It is a darker card. It does have the window that is giant that does look out. And then it does have some other color here in these books, which is fun. However, not much else going on in the card, just a lot of books. All right, we have our first rare card for this deck. This is the Sword Released. This is awesome. We can see King Arthur. We can see his sleeves and his hands. At this time, he is pulling the sword out. It is electric. I actually once pulled the sword out almost all the way at Disneyland. No cast member was around to see it, which was really sad. We tried to find one as we held the sword, and the more and more we held it, the heavier it started to get and going back in. So very fun to see it in this card. I like the lighting. I like the darkness. It really highlights the sword. I do wish that the handle was still bright as well, just to add to the whole sword effect. We have another rare card. We have Coda. Earlier we found Kenai, so very fun to see him. He is a talkative cub. He is cute. It is a little dark on, would have been nice to have that lighterness for the log he is on, but I do like that it has the northern lights behind him. That is just cute. All of the pine trees. He is just a fun little cute guy, and it says, I mean, I don't want to brag or nothing, but I got some moves. Definitely has some moves. Very cute, fun card. And Oh, it is not Clarabelle. We have a foil Maui, which says you're welcome. This would have been a hilarious card to pull on the pack I opened that had Maui on the front when I said if he gave me Clarabelle, I would definitely say thank you so he could say you're welcome. So funny to pull it here. Very fun foil. I do like the use of the colors in there. I think it blends well and stuff. I wish there was a little bit more of the pinks and the blues behind him, just so then he popped a little bit more, but overall still a very fun card. We did not find Clarabelle in either the Legendary or Enchanted form. I have one pack left, really hoping I can find her. This is my last pack of the Shimmering Skies Trove. I really hope I can find this Clarabelle card in both forms. If both of them happen to be in this thing, I am absolutely going to lose it. If I don't find them, I'm gonna have to sell everything off and keep searching. So please, all of the good vibes, let me find this card. All right, here we go. Evil comes prepared. We have Scar jumping into the air. He pops with that sky behind him. It kind of all blends. This is a very fun card. It is a new card for me, which is a great way to start off a deck. Whenever you get a new card at the front, it gives you good vibes that you're gonna find a new card later on. We have Fix-It Felix Jr. This is awesome. Oh, this is a cute card. I haven't received this one yet. He is just such a delighted sightseer, such a cute little fun guy. I love everything that is going on, and it is a lot going on. We have the giant soda fountain mountain behind him. We have all of the vine trees. We have gumdrops. We have just so much of this candy road, and he looks like he is in heaven. Awesome card. I love how much he pops. Even with his hat shadowing his face, you can still see it clearly, which is always great. Very fun card. Very excited to have that one. We have the Knock. Now, this is a mythical spirit. This is kind of a dark card. However, he is an ally. So always fun when you have a dark card that is still an ally. Has a lot of those blues and purples, very kind of hard of choosing on what to focus on, in the sense that you can see him still clearly, but the background is so dark that it almost draws the eyes to be searching for something hidden in the background. Very fun though. I do like how they did light up his eyes though, so very cool. We have Night Howler Rage. Now this is a dark, very busy card. Right there in the middle, you can see she is holding the Night Howler, and then surrounding it though are all of these shadows with some bright colors coming in. This is a really cool, very fun card. A lot going on, a lot of colors. Very fun pull, and it says, I think someone's targeting predators on purpose and making them go savage, by Judy Hopps. Well, she was correct. We found a Donald Duck. That's so fun. The Focus Flatfoot. This is our Donald Duck giving us Indiana Jones vibes. He is determined. He is ready. He says there's just got to be one of those crummy thingies around here somewhere. Very fun card. This is my first Donald pull from this trove, which is awesome. Always fun to add to the collection. We have Rudy, the Groove Disruptor. This is an awesome card because it's probably one of my favorite quotes from Emperor's New Groove. I say it all the time. Awesome how they incorporated not just like his facial expressions and how much he's popping, but also in the background. You can see the giant Cusco here in this corner. You can see the 50 bajillion steps it takes to get up there. The light sky over here is very fun. Poor Rudy. I need justice for Rudy. We have an Amber Chromicon. This is awesome. I haven't pulled this one yet. I have pulled others, so very fun to add to the collection. This is an item. It says, Comfort the Weak and Weary is the inscription on it. Very awesome. Very psyched to pull this card. We have Merlin's Cottage. This is cool. I like how dark and mysterious it is. If you've ever played Kingdom Hearts, you kind of go on a hunt to find Merlin's Cottage as well. And so this very much reminds me of that. Really like all of the detail on all of the trees and the flowers surrounding it. You can tell that there is something going on because there is this very faint little blue glow coming in if you look in through the windows, which is really cool. It is the wizard's home. That's fun. I really like the attention to detail. We have Shenzi, Scar's Accomplice. This is fun. It is very menacingly, not a lot going on in the background, so the focus of this card is really on the character, which is really fun. I love the hairstyle on it. The green surrounding really kind of adds and like brings the darkness to the character in the card, so that is cool. All right, we have a rare card. It is Elsa's Ice Palace. This is a different location. I haven't pulled this one before. It is the Place of Solitude. It is still dark and mysterious. I will say I wish it had a little bit more blues incorporated just because I have blue with Elsa, but the purples do make the blue castle at least pop. I wonder how slippery the floors are in that place and if she wears grippy socks. We have Mother Gothel. Now this is a super rare card, and this gives me Jessica Rabbit vibes in her dress. The way she has the red dress going with the long gloves, the flowy hair. I just can't stop thinking Jessica Rabbit while looking at this, so that is really funny. Very fun card though. She looks very young, like she's in her prime, in her 20s. Poor Rapunzel for having to give up what she's given up, not that she chose it, for Mother Gothel to look this way. All right, we are about to pull our very last card. I'm still hoping for either a legendary or an enchanted Clarabelle. Please, please, please have that so I don't have to sell this whole trove off. Oh, we did not get it. We have opened 8 packs and we got a foil Sneezy. Very fun that I do have the regular version of Sneezy now, and so to have the foil, it does complete it. It is not the Clarabelle. I'm gonna have to sell off all of these cards now just to be able to find those Clarabelles and continue the hunt. The Sneezy card here is very fun. The foil does bring in a lot of more shimmering to the lights in the sky surrounding him, which does boost his character up a little bit more, which is fun. Again, someone get this man an allergy pill, make his life a lot better. So this has been the Shimmering Skies Trove. We have gone through 8 decks. We did not find the 2 cards I was looking for, which was the Legendary Clarabelle and the Enchanted Clarabelle. I'm now gonna have to sell this all off to be able to afford to find those cards. So I guess I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, the hunt continues. I really hope I can find it. Watch this video next to see as I continue my hunt for Legendary and Enchanted Clarabelle. Hopefully I can find it a lot sooner than later. Makes it a lot easier on the wallet.